what you have is one negate, one omni negate, and also if they search, you can choose to have them discard a monster from their hand, which is dummy good. One Rosemary, which buffs the attack of all my plants by 500 attack and defense, and also Jasmine's on the field. And what Jasmine does is, since you have more life points than your opponent, this card and these two cards that it's pointed to cannot be destroyed by battle. What is up, all you beautiful people? It is I, AkemiTCG, back here with a brand new video. Rikka players rejoice. We are getting Strenae, the Rikka Queen, this Friday upon the release of this video. So super excited to be able to switch my current build from combo based to a more control based, because in my honest opinion, the control based with Strenae, obviously not without Strenae, is a lot better than combo, because you can do a lot of the plays you would normally make with the combo build, but it's shortcutted with Strenae, because Strenae is literally the freest card like ever. Like your mind's gonna be blown if you've been keeping up with the Strenae combos and the Strenae shenanigans. So before I start, you know, showing off my test hands, showing off my combo, just in case you're skeptical about my June build, I did not change it at all. I'm going to change it immensely once I get my hands on Strenae, because I'm super excited for it. But before I start, if you're new to this channel, hi, my name is Akemi. I pretty much play Rikka's Crusadias and pretty much do every Yu-Gi-Oh content under the blue. I like doing skits. I like pretty much doing things or doing content that helps you become a better player. So if you like the idea, make sure to drop a like, drop the subscribe, hit that bell notification, and I got you. Let's go right into it. We are here. Welcome to my new setup. There is no face cam because I don't think I need a face cam for when I'm showing you combos, but I can also do this with pack openings as well. So let's get right into it. We're gonna shuffle the deck. So let's do a couple of test hands. Let's see where we land in terms of time, because it might take a lot of time to do some of these test hands, but at the same time it's not combo, so let's do it. Rikka Sheet, Primula, 1-for-1. Okay, 1-for-1's pretty good. An Imperm and an Erica. So let's say we're going first for this one. Let's do 1-for-1 and pitch the Erica, because Erica can just revive herself back anyway. So let's pitch the Erica. Then we get Rikka Petal. Then we're gonna use Petal's effect, and we're gonna search for ya boy Snowdrop, the rikkafairy. You do a couple of things here, but if we want to end on the teardrop combo, then we could as well. So I could have grabbed Mudon, and then you could have ended on Kanzashi, but that's not really an optimal turn 1 play. So I'm gonna use Snowdrop, tribute the Petal. It's on both Primula and Snowdrop because I don't have any other choice. You could choose to summon Erica here, that's completely up to you. So in this case, I'm going to summon the Erica because I've tributed something. Activate Snowdrop's effect to copy her level, so everything becomes an 8. We want to stack these two up together for a teardrop. So why do I do this? The reason why I do this is your opponent has like kind of a conundrum going on here. So teardrop, if they keep it on the field, I can quick effect tribute one of their cards, one of the monsters. But if they keep Snowdrop on the field, the next turn, literally during the end phase, I'm gonna get Petal back, and next turn that's a rank 8. And since I didn't use Snowdrop's first effect and I copied the level, I can make Dingirsu off of these two. So it puts them in a really tricky spot where they have to literally get rid of both of these, or like if they get rid of one or the other, there's gonna be a punishment for doing so. And then you can choose to either set 1 or set 2 depending on how conservative you want to play. If you set 2, you could be hit by Lightning Storm, and also these monsters anyways, you want to always summon them in defense unless you're actually going for game, because Lightning Storm is a thing and you have to play around it. So you can set the Imperm, you can set the Sheet, that's completely up to you. So let's say I set both, and that's completely fine. It's actually not a bad first turn hand, because next turn you can just go Petal, and then if they keep one of your monsters on the field, then you can go into Verte and Rainbow Neos, just depending on the situation. So that's pretty nice. Also, if you like this video so far, make sure you drop a like. I really do appreciate it, guys. You know, getting comments from you guys saying like, you know, the channel's underrated or stuff, like, honestly makes my day. Ooh, we drew into a brick. Mardell is technically a brick unless you open up Snowdrop. So let's go first again here. Obviously, in a real duel, you don't get to choose. Thinking what I can do here. So you can normal summon Rose Girl and then sack it for Mudan, and then Primula is gonna trigger and Mudan at the same time. You choose the order. You need to do Chain Link 1 then Chain Link 2 because you don't want this to get ashed. And Mudan's gonna let you grab, say in this case you really want to search for your petal, you can go Glamour. And then Primula's gonna summon herself. Then you can choose to up her level by 2, completely up to you. But in the meantime, we're gonna get Rose Gold back from the graveyard because it's free, super free. But let's say Primula. If we want to make a 6, we could. Kanzashi, up to you, completely up to you. So that is the choice you can make there. I mean, I kind of wish, not gonna lie, I kind of wish Primula also has Sickleman's effect where you can reduce the level by 2, because you can just summon this and Mudan and that's a free Strenae. But I'm not sure if Konami thought that far ahead. But that, not gonna lie, that was an okay-ish hand. I mean, Rose Girl has recursion and Rose Girl's gonna come back anyways. And you do have an Imperm, which is not bad either. And then next turn, you can either use Glamour early and get your Petal or Snowdrop depending on how you're feeling. But it's completely up to you. My next card would have been another Glamour. So obviously it's the right choice to play Glamour because you can only play 1 per turn just in case you draw into another one. So it's not a bad hand either. We're 5 minutes in. Okay, we're doing fantastic on time, guys. Man, opening 1 for 1 feels good. So we're going first again, and then the next 2 we're gonna go second. 1 for 1 Spore, obviously, because this is broken. Send Spore to the graveyard. Get back your boy Petal. And then Petal is going to search for our Snowdrop. There are quite a few options here, but you know, the safest play you can really do is just go Snowdrop Mudan. And Mudan's gonna grab. It really depends on your matchup. If you're not sure what the matchup is, it's always safest to go Sheath. Very safe. But if you do know what the matchup is, then Tranquility is completely fine. Just depending on the situation. Like if you know they can't get over like a whole bunch of monsters, because basically what's gonna happen is, let's say you grab Tranquility, right? So your Snowdrop obviously gonna copy itself and then summon your Teardrop. Careful of the zones here because you don't want to get Mech Knighted. And you put the Tranquility. Let's say you put it here, right? Okay, next turn. So you contribute one of the cards. Bam. And let's say they want to attack over it. Now you do Tranquility. You're gonna sack your Teardrop for cost, and then you summon back Snowdrop. And it really doesn't matter what the other one you summon is, but let's play Mudan. Has to be safe because you can't make any plays with this Teardrop on the field because without any materials, it's kind of there. And now they hit. They have to hit one or the other if they only have 1 attack, which is pretty good. And let's say like they hit the Mudan, doesn't matter, right? Or they hit the Snowdrop even. Even if they hit the Snowdrop, you can just summon Petal back on the next turn. Let's say like it does go to next turn, you draw. You have a lot of options here. Ooh, you draw into Evil Thorn, okay. So you can go Verte. You can literally do so many plays off of this right here. And if you are curious about the plays, just if he sparks your curiosity, let's say this is the end board. We're not going to use Petal's effect because we don't want to be locked into plants, but it's completely up to you if you want to be locked into it or not. But let's say like you're trying to go for game this turn, so let's go Evil Thorn, and we're gonna get 2 Evil Thorns off of that. Remember, we did not normal summon yet. Well, my bad, the Evil Thorn was the normal summon. I lied guys. So these Evil Thorns are going to be in the field in attack position because you don't have a choice. It has to be in attack position. So you get our Aromage Jasmine. I'm going to put this right here so you guys can see it a little bit better. Sack the Mudan. Lone Fire. into... You can go triple Lone Fire here, but I'm just shortcut the process. Just gonna get some pluses off here. We get Laurel. So this is on the assumption you guys still have the same number of life points. If we had more life points, my play would have been slightly different. But this is still a non-tuner. So let's use Spore's effect. Let's banish that Lone Fire that we just got rid of. Spore. Synchro Shokan. Or Synchro Summon. You can go Rosemary. So what's going to happen is Laurel's going to trigger in the graveyard. You're going to gain 500 life points. And which means Jasmine's going to let you search. So let's say like you have pathways here. You could just go into Verte and potentially end the game. Let's say you're not going to Verte. You can go to Petal because we didn't use it yet. You can grab Snowdrop. Snowdrop into Mardell. I'm gonna put the Mardell here. We're summoning this in attack mode so we get some more damage in. And then Mardell's gonna activate. You can get your boss stage. And also if you want to climb up, you also have Angelica as well, if you really want to climb up. But because of Rosemary, we have the 500 buff for everyone. So everybody's slightly bigger. Now you activate boss stage. So now, let's say you attack with everything, right? And it's still not enough for game. So Snowdrop, you're going to copy, you're going to put it under here. Here, summon Teardrop. And let's say Teardrop, you're going to detach the Mardell, and it doesn't close out the game. On your next turn, or on the next turn rather, during the draw phase, boss stage will activate. You can summon Har from your deck. And then you get 2 tokens. 1, 2. 2 tokens. So now, what you have is 1 negate, 1 Omni negate, and also if they search, you can choose to have them discard a monster from their hand, which is dummy good. 1 Rosemary, which buffs the attack of all my plants by 500 attack and defense. And also Jasmine's on the field. And what Jasmine does is, since you have more life points than your opponent, this card and these 2 cards that it's pointed to cannot be destroyed by battle, which puts your opponent in a big bind because like besides like I'm thinking like you need double evenly or something, but you need to bait out a Har first in order to get over this board. So like once you have this board, that's pretty much free. And also like quick effect too, you have this in hand. You can pitch this card from your hand to the graveyard, target your Aromages Laurel, and you're gonna gain 800 life points. And what's gonna happen is Rosemary will negate a face-up card in the field because you gain life points, and also Jasmine will let you search during your opponent's turn. And on top of all that, let's say like you use Har's effect, you get rid of it, you can get Petal back from the graveyard during the end phase. So like once you have this kind of momentum, you rack it up really fast. And that's just kind of how this deck quickly evolves. Literally, like that was literally off of the Tranquility and the 1-for-1. Literally, if you think about the whole grassroots of the combo, that was really the bread and butter of it. And then drawing into Evil Thorn just helped immensely. Alright, we are 12 minutes in, so I'm doing one more test hand. Let's go second this time. But anyways, I hope you guys are enjoying the video and kind of seeing the potential this deck can have. And also, like, I know I talk about a lot of pathways. I just don't want to confuse you by going into multiple pathways. I'd like to show, like, one way you can play that turn, but there's so many other ways, other things you could have done that turn. Let's say, depending on the situation, you could have Rainbow Neos them. That could have helped. You could have chose not to bring Petal back and then evenly match them, if that was the better play. You could have summoned Ulse, if that was the better play. You could have also went into Aurea because you had a Mudon in the graveyard. You could have banished your Mudon to make Spore level 7, go into Snowdrop, and then summon Aurea. Like, basically, what I really like about this deck is it's super flexible. So, not just up to me, but it's also up to you guys to innovate. Oh boy, this hand's not looking so good. Oh boy, this is a bad hand, but we're going second anyway, so... Okay, we'll work with this one. So goal number 1, like since I have Laurel on hand, I want to be able to summon 2 cards on the field. If I summon Laurel, Mudon, and then Rose Girl will summon, but that's not gonna get me anywhere because Laurel has to be part of the material and used for the link summon. So let's just normal summon Rose Girl, special summon Mudon using her own effect. Remember, these do activate in the hand, so if they like do something to negate the effect in the hand, then Mudon just stays in the hand. Let's get the Glamour, and let's get the Rose Girl back from the graveyard because why not? It's just free. Bam, bam. All right, Glamour. So you can choose to go for Petal. You can choose to go for Snowdrop here, but I'm gonna get Snowdrop here. Just in case you don't want to die this turn or next turn. It's a very, very good possibility that could happen. So with Sack, with Snowdrop's effect, you can use Snowdrop and Rose Girl. The reason why I'm using Rose Girl is because it has like pretty much infinite recursion. This card always comes back. So Snowdrop's gonna target herself, and then bam. You could also summon Laurel here and just get a free search, but it wouldn't be as effective as just ending on Teardrop because at least you have some sort of interruption. And now you do have, if a monster effect targets your Teardrop, you can pitch this to negate it, which is really nice. I know it does come in handy sometimes, but I find it optimal to always have at least 1 in the deck because you never know. I don't see it being ran more than 1 though, honestly. But yes, that is it. Hopefully, you know, these test hands gave you some insight as to what this deck's capable of. I know I did draw into bricks like, you know, like Har. Was it Mardell? Mardell's potentially a brick if you don't have Snowdrop in hand. You know, Neos and Rainbow Dragon. Like these are potential bricks you could run into, and it can potentially could happen, but the chance of you fully bricking is actually kind of slim in this deck, believe it or not, because like literally everything works off of each other. Like Petal lets you grab anything, that's your Stratos. Snowdrop lets you literally summon any of these besides, you know, Rainbow Dragon, Neos, whatever. Tranquility revives anything if you tribute a monster, assuming you grab a plant. And then if you're lucky, you draw into Neos Fusion, it feels really good. Evil Thorn just has really good synergy with Snowdrop and etc. So hopefully maybe 1 for 1 comes back to 2. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Get excited for Strenae coming out on Friday. I'm super excited to show you guys my new build of this deck. Anyways, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.
The world ends now.